2 days until Christmas. We are all feeling the stress of the final touches, but my next guest might have the longest to-do list of all of us. Santa Claus is here. He took some time away from that busy schedule and that long list to answer some of our burning questions. Good morning, Santa.
Oh, good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. A little starstruck. It's not every day
Oh,
I get to hang out
no.
with Santa.
It's just me.
It's just me. How is your year going? Busier than probably the
It
previous
is.
years.
It is busier. The letters are up. The requests are up. People are trying harder. People are trying to feel that spirit. People are pulling together. So it's really wonderful. It's so exciting.
What do you love about it?
It's just seeing people stopping and just caring. And just, and there's that end of the year and the excitement about, the possibilities of what could take place. But there's also that choice to just slow down and enjoy being with others in getting family back together. And, it's just so magical.
So my son is 4,
Oh, yes.
and I know you
Yes.
know him, but
hmm
he has some burning questions for you. So I thought
Okay.
his questions might be better than anything we come up with here. And so get ready. Okay, Santa, he wants to know, why do we see Santa all the time, but we never see his reindeer?
Well, first of all, the entire deer genus is a very shy animal, and reindeer. You should think about it. We live up at the North Pole, so it's not as if we're living, in downtown Toronto or downtown Vancouver, Montreal, or Vienna, where you're just used to seeing people all over the place. Like, the reindeer are very shy, but also what we love about coming and visiting Windsor and the peninsula here, there's so many great little parks, and some of them are so well treed. Like, there's one that's got 2 dog parks in it. The reindeer just love going and playing, and it's a safe space for them. So I would sooner have them just have fun running around as I have to take care of business and take care of a few matters.
Why do we have to feed reindeers apples?
Oh, well, that's a very good question. I think in the States, the Carrot Marketing Association really got a very good foothold there. Now, we are so grateful to all the gardeners in the Leamington Kingsville area, because they were so instrumental in getting our greenhouses going. So root vegetables, we have no problems at the North Pole. We do have problems with trees yet. They're still really young. So when we get to come down here to southwestern Ontario, the apples, oh my goodness, not just the reindeer go crazy, but I go crazy. And I always have to bring back a bushel for Mrs. Claus.
How do we know when we see Santa if it's the real one or a fake one?
Well, I've got many helpers and who are so important, and they're just a good reminder of the intention of the season and how we could take that with us. You could tell him that he could tell in his heart if it's me or if it's one of my cousins.
He also wants to know, how does Santa know if I'm nice or not, and what day are you deciding if I'm good or not?
Well, so the naughty nice list, I understand it can cause a bit of anxiety at this time of the year. Um, Mrs. Claus stays in touch with me during the Great Ride. So if there's any changes, and usually it's positive changes, like they just have that moment that they realize, oh, this is what I need to be doing to be a better person for our community and my family and friends. Um, and, you know, it takes a village. So it's just not me making thumbs up, thumbs down, but it's the entire community that comes together to support the one individual.
Who is Santa's mommy?
Joanna,
Oh, okay. And who is Santa's daddy?
Epidiphius. Yeah, I was born in Myra, which is now part of Turkey, and people commonly, people forget that my real English name is Saint Nicholas, and Santa Claus was just a mishearing of when the British took over Manhattan Island from the Dutch, and the English heard Sinterklaas, which then got changed into Santa Claus in English. So St. Nicholas.
Those are all his questions, but I also have some questions. I'm wondering, you get to go everywhere around the world. Do you have a favorite place you like to travel to?
Oh my goodness. Oh, there the the mountains in Alberta and BC are gorgeous. We love the beaches on Grand Cayman. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. But so in January, if you're in Georgetown, you'll probably see us there. We love the Serengeti, just the broad expanse. Our world has got so many wonderful places that we need to take care of.
Do you have a favorite Christmas movie that you have to watch every year?
Well, the one that really that makes it all come together for me and reminds me of what's so important is the original version of Miracle on 34th Street. But my guilty indulgences. I love watching Elf. That story was not supposed to have gotten out, but Buddy, Buddy deserves it all. He deserves all the fame. I also love a Christmas Story. I used to love it when one of those American television stations would just run a marathon, like for, I don't know, 48 hours. It was just great. We would just sit there Christmas afternoon after the big ride, and we would just kind of zone out and just love watching that. There are so many good ones out there right now.
And a favorite Christmas song?
Oh my goodness. There's so many regional and cultural carols that I just love. But the one that, just how it came about and the simplicity of it is Silent Night.
Santa, thanks so much for coming in. Any final well wishes to our listeners before you head out with the reindeer?
Oh, just be good to each other and be good to yourself. Thank you for letting me stop by this morning.